with me. Okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's going to have to stay there anyway because it's going to get too close to here. All right. If you want to stand in shot.
Where?
Over there. Beautiful. Okay. You're now live. Do you want to put your lipstick on?
No, do I have it?
Yes, you do. You look beautiful. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Interiors channel. Today I'm with Sophia Passerini. Thank you very much for giving your time to us today. We are in beautiful Chelsea Harbour today. The sun is trying to get out a little bit, but the showroom says it all, you know. Today we're going to be talking Italian furniture and manufacturing. But first of all, can you give us a bit of an idea about your history and how you got into furniture and why you're here in Chelsea Harbour?
All right. Oh, wow. How much time do you have? Okay, so my background, well, the company started 4 years ago.
Okay.
I built it myself and we were just online for the first 3 years. The idea was to bring the Italian design to the world, and so I built this e-commerce website that was just focused on high-end European, but mostly Italian furniture, bespoke, or finished to the client's taste.
Yeah.
So I built the website on my own. I did pretty much everything from the beginning. And it started selling anywhere from Dubai.
The website's amazing.
Is it?
I've seen it change quite a lot over.
It has been changing.
Yeah.
Yes. The first version was the one that I did like completely on my own, and then little by little I was able to afford better designers, better technology, and all that. So right now is much more mature. And so it was nice because you would have the overnight sale coming from Los Angeles, and you wake up and you have a nice order, and it was that kind of thing. And it was managed it was UK based, but managed from home.
Okay.
So it was a different kind of lifestyle in a way. And then after, in the 3 years, it kept on growing, the sales kept on growing and selling mostly to private clients, but also to interior designers. So we had clients in New York, clients in Miami, clients in Dubai, and in many areas of Europe as well.
I mean, do you know where the majority of your business comes from, or can you not put your finger on it?
Geography or type of client?
Type of client.
Type of client, 50%.
Really?
For interior designers.
So you've got it's quite an easy crossover from retail to contract for you.
Yeah, that's possibly because of the niche that I cover. Our niche is things that are not too much in the glossy magazines, not too much over advertised.
Yeah.
But still they keep within the same quality of the best and known brands that are usually covering the most important areas of the world in their high street flagship stores. And so these flagship stores cover New York, Miami, Los Angeles, London, of course, Milan. You find them. But what about the hard find pieces?
Yeah.
And that's what actually I put all together.
The majority of your pieces are pretty bespoke, pretty one-off, would you say?
Not one-off.
Not one-off, okay.
Still, there's a lot of dedication into the finishes, into having it exactly how the client wants.
Yeah.
So you can have an array of woods, an array of leathers, metals, and other things that you can use. So it could be completely bespoke.
Yeah.
Or just based on the design, You can have the sofa on any size that you need, on any leather that you need, starting from the design that you see from the catalogue.
I mean, I've seen a lot of your stuff, you know, and I'm looking forward to our viewers seeing what you've got, you know, because this showroom is beautiful. It's a chocolate box, you know, of just every single piece is just outstanding. So let's crack on with it, shall we?
Yeah.
Do you want to start here?
Well, this is a Terzani Atlantis.
Can you take that?
Yeah, sure. The Atlantis is made of chain. The actual frame is in brass, but then it's plated nickel. And it's beautiful because of this softness. It looks like a fabric, and it's the iconic piece from this Italian company. The company is based in Florence, and this piece has been designed by Carlos Bailar, which is a very famous international designer. And I just wanted it to be here because I proudly represent this brand, and this piece is the most iconic piece for the brand. It could have around 3 kilometers of chain, very closely.
Did you just say 3 kilometers of chain?
Yeah.
Wow.
So let me just touch it so you can really see how well tied and close together are all the chains.
Beautiful.
It's about 70 kilos of brass and the highest quality. Unfortunately, it's been copied quite a lot, but nobody has ever achieved this kind of quality. So they're still behind us, so and which is good. From this same company, we have the new piece, which is this one in the center, and this is 2017 collection from Terzani. And this piece is a similar concept, but it's like a swirl. It's it takes the inspiration from a seashell.
Does it really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's called Epoch. Still, again, we're talking brass frame.
Where would we normally find something like this? Is it in yachts? Is it just anyone's home? Is it more of a hotel?
Depending on the size, because I've seen these to be gigantic, made bespoke, and you can find it in the whole of a hotel. But you could also find actually the Atlantis in the closet of Celine Dion.
Okay.
For instance. So you can find them in several different places. So from hotels to restaurants to private residences. Maybe that one you wouldn't find it in a yacht because it's very long. Yeah, so the height is an issue, but you find them in. It's been ordered several times already. So that's why they came up with this and that other piece over there, which is also from the 2017 collection. This is the black nickel version.
Black nickel?
Yeah, ideal for like a stairwell place. And also with LED lighting. And again, with the chains. The particular difficulty is actually having all these chains, which are attached manually, that close together. So that's the hard part.
I mean, it's amazing.
So
I've got to ask you the question, and I ask the question of everyone. Do you talk price?
I do. Well, price is not usually the main problem for the clients that I address. They are looking for quality and they're looking for authenticity. So it is important, of course, but this is not a major factor because they don't want to find in their homes things that are not in the best quality. But just to give you an example, that chandelier could be around £24,000.
This is 24,000, yeah?
Yeah, approximately. So, it's a jewel.
It is a jewel.
And actually, one of my favorite designers said, furniture is like the dress of a house, and lighting is a jewel of a.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I will take that one.
So of course you won't have a diamond ring.
Yeah.
You spend more on the diamond ring than anything else you're wearing.
Of course, yeah.
And that's probably why the chandelier should have the same space.
I see exactly
in the
where
budget.
you're coming from there. Definitely.
Yeah, because of course it's also a focal point.
Yeah.
For the house, it defines
It gives
the space.
a house warmth. It gives
Yeah.
a house an ambiance.
Yeah.
You know, as well. It gives an area so many different things, shadows.
Yeah.
It offers so much good
Yeah.
lighting. You know.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Shall we have a chat about that one over there?
Yeah, this is called Kale. It's made in crystal. It's crystal lead. So the beauty about it is also that it's got lead into the glass, so it actually creates beautiful shadows. The inspiration is those white water lilies.
Yes, I know them. Yeah.
And it's called Kale. Kale is the word in Italian for those flowers that you usually see by the river.
Yeah.
And they're also a beautiful addition for on the nightstand over on the side of the bed, or again, I've seen it a lot in the stairwell because they're so vertical.
Because of the length. Yeah.
Yeah, so very vertical.
It's beautiful.
And
again, may I ask?
Well, this is around 7,000, so it's a different price. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, if it's okay with you, is this wonderful
sofa.
This sofa.
Yeah,
absolutely outstanding.
This sofa is kind of complicated to talk about.
Yeah,
if you can't sit
tactile,
on it,
isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
you can't sit on it. But just as you can see, let me just touch this, and you will probably see how the feeling of dawn is just beautiful.
There's down in there, yeah?
There's down in there. There's like 3 different layers. One is a little bit harder to give you some strength, and then as it goes up, it becomes softer. The middle one is a memory foam, and then the top one is a down filling. But the most interesting part about this sofa is the leather.
Yeah.
This is possibly one of the 2, maybe 3, but I think only 2 companies in Italy and maybe in the world using this particular leather. This leather is vegetally dyed leather, which is the hardest process for leathers to be finished. And just to give you a little bit of background, usually the leathers that you find are chemically dyed, so they use chemicals. And the chemicals, what they do is actually cover the leather with the color.
Yeah.
The vegetally dyed leather, it washes the leather with this natural color, and the color gets into the fiber of the leather, which means that it's actually transparent in a way. It's all the way through the leather. So if you scratch it, it will still be the same color. It doesn't lose it. What do you need to make this leather so special? You need the perfect skin. The skin doesn't have to have any scratches or anything, so you need the skin to be the best quality in the market. If it has a scratch, you can't use it because it's going to show.
Of course, yeah.
So who's using these leathers? Who's actually buying these leathers? This, just to give you an idea, this is made in Tuscany.
Okay.
And Tuscany is the place where you have people like Gucci, you have people like Versace buying that leather. But who comes first to buy the leather? These companies.
So they get a choice.
They get the first choice before Gucci and before Versace. Why is it so?
I never knew that. This is,
Yeah, and why is it so? Why? Because, well, look at this sofa. You probably need maybe 4 or 5 animals to make it. Okay, 4 or 5 full skins, and they have all to be perfect. And they also have to respond to the dyeing process in the same exact way to have it exactly the same shade, because you have to patch and put them all together so that they don't look different colors one to the other.
Patchy, obviously, it needs to be like one.
You have to have 6 animals answering in the same way to the dyeing process, which is already hard. And they all have to have a very large surface of perfect skin, because you need big surfaces to do a sofa.
Yeah.
Not the same problem if you're doing a handbag. You just
True.
need a little piece
True.
of perfect skin.
True.
So that answers the question, why do we get the first choice to make this sofa?
Yeah.
Because we need that amount of perfect leather. So that's the story about this sofa. And also they are matched in the veins. So if they're cut and then put together, they
match the veins up.
They match the veins.
Oh,
so there's
gosh.
plus all the traditional work that you have in upholstery. So putting the buttons and doing the Chesterfield look and all the tufted and the filling and the structure, which is of course prime as well. But the leather it's something that I'm so sorry you can't.
No.
You can't tell until you come here and try
until
it.
You touch it,
you
and I'm assuring you viewers, until you come and touch it, you just won't
And that's
understand.
also one of the reasons and that I opened the showroom after the e-commerce experience.
Yeah.
Some clients wanted to see things and touch them.
Most people are tactile.
And and they need to try sofas on. And some of them ask to make it the way they want it also in the filling thing. So if they want it firmer or if they want it softer, we discuss how they want it inside and we actually make their filling to their taste.
Wow.
We can invite them also to the factories to get the exact finish that they want. So that's
so in terms of your bespoke, this is 100% bespoke.
Yeah.
I mean,
it would be. This is the standard version, but then that's where you start discussing.
So what's a standard version? You know, how much would my wife have to spend?
She should convince you to.
It will take a bit of convincing, but go on.
About 12,000.
12, yeah.
Yeah. For this piece.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good.
That is good.
I
thought you were going to go down the 25 line.
Look at that.
So
see.
I've saved myself 12.5 grand.
Yeah, and that's the retail price. So, yeah.
But then obviously it can fluctuate quite a lot depending on
many
sizes
things.
and
also the value of the pound.
Yeah.
Because all the prices are set in euros, so depending on the week and what Mrs. May decides to do, then we get different prices up and down.
True.
But again, yes, it's you can whatever modification will influence the prices. Usually not going down.
Yeah.
They usually go up.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Because clients want something specific and something more to their taste. Usually the size is also an issue. We found a lot of problems with the sizes here in London. You have these beautiful luxury houses that have problem with space, so we need to reduce the spaces a lot, the sizes a lot. And so we do bespoke dimensions for all of our pieces.
Shall we move on to this one here?
Yes. So this is a set.
First of all, sorry, what's this called?
This is called Oscar, and it's from Ulivi Salotti, which is also a Tuscan company near Pisa.
Okay.
And they have a beautiful collection of leather and leather finished products, including they have coffee tables with a leather trim, or they can put the leather everywhere.
Yeah.
Nightstand cover in leather, and of course the leathers are those leathers.
Yeah,
so it's a story. It's a story, and the colors are natural because it's vegetally dyed. Yeah. So you don't find that orangey or pinkish or electric blue colors.
Yeah.
It's really the colors that come from the nature.
This is where the phrase comes from. You get what you pay for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's everywhere in my showroom.
Yeah.
So sometimes people ask, why is this so expensive? Let me tell you how many hours it takes to make it. And you probably don't think that anymore.
No, I 100% agree where you're coming from, because it may take 6 guys 3 years to make one piece. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I think you'd realise why they're charging 25 grand for it. That's why. This is a labour of love. I say that a lot of the products that are high-end luxury contract even, they're heirlooms. Yeah. They're works of art.
Yeah.
On our website, it's the art of professional contract interiors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I believe that a lot of these pieces will become works of art in 25 years. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if you see certain pieces in Sotheby's in 50 years. You know,
yeah,
just purely because that's just how. I mean, I'm sure the Chesterfield, when that first came out, that was just a chair. Now, to buy an old school Chesterfield, you're paying some serious money.
Yeah,
you know, but that's, you know, these are some of the things that I'm trying to get across to people, that it's not just about IKEA.
No.
But heaven, that's a swear word.
Well, IKEA brought design.
It's got its place.
It brought design to all the classes.
Yeah.
And which is good, because before IKEA, probably things were even less attractive, I would say.
Nice
but of course,
words.
less attractive. But again, design and quality don't always go together. IKEA has got very good design for some pieces, I would say. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't say that. But the quality has to be sacrificed. Otherwise, you don't get to those price points.
Which is why every 2 years you're going to have to go back there and buy the same thing again.
Yeah, it's the disposable furniture.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Which is okay for students or just newlyweds that need to fill the house quickly, and and then they'll buy the good pieces.
I've put together my fair share of flat pack furniture in my time. For the kids, maybe.
Yeah, everybody's been there. Has been there, I think. And then so that's the story pretty much behind luxury. Everywhere.
Of course, yeah.
If you buy a Ferrari, if you buy, I don't know, a Prada bag or a Hermes, which is better, bag, or you should, looking at how much effort is placed into this. Plus, what you don't see, how many pieces have been tried before, how many designs have been drawn before it was approved by the designer to be put into production. So it's not only what you see, it's actually what's behind it. So big designers are not someone that just, wake up and design and draw a sofa or draw a chandelier like this. There's many hours to come up with the idea, to perfect it, to make sure that the client will never find a problem with it, because it has to be used. It has to also go through the test of time. Yeah. So that's where
form and function.
Yeah.
What have you got for us next? What do you want to show us next?
Well, Casa Milano has done this beautiful bed and these two armchairs.
Shall we go over to bed?
Yeah, probably this way.
Words.
Whoops. This is the vanity bed from Casa Milano. I wanted to give this showroom a sense of apartment, so with the bed, I completed the 3 sets: dining, living, and sleeping area of the showroom. This bed is beautiful because it's not too big, but still very elegant, with these curvy shapes of the headboard.
Yeah.
And I chose a very light gray finish. This company is from Milano. It's a historical company, about 35 years old.
Okay.
And they are very good at upholstery, possibly one of the best companies in Italy. And I really loved this design for this bed here, which it's not something you would expect.
No,
you would find similar things, but this has been reinterpreted in this beautiful way. So what I did to complete it is actually put together a lot of other brands. There's a French company here called Agredu, which made this beautiful linens with the leather stitch here, which is something that's actually disappearing.
A leather stitch, did you say?
Yeah, this leather stitch.
Okay, yeah.
Here, and which is something that disappears. I'm always into the look of artisans' work on the fabrics. A Rubelli fabric for the bedspread and the pillows, and this beautiful handmade throw.
Handmade?
Yeah, this is...
Whereabouts was that made? Italy again?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Amazing. So that completes the bed in the summer version, which is still pretty warm, but yeah. So that maybe you might want to look to this workspace. Sorry, Afsana, to interrupt your work. This is Capital Collection. This was actually historically my first piece to be sold, so that's why I wanted it to be in the showroom. Yeah. It's the Cooper desk from Capital Collection. It's finished in ebony and nickel base, but it's also got a beautiful Nabuk top in the in leather. So
a nubuck there, yeah?
Yeah, nubuck finish here.
It's beautiful.
And it's a beautiful size, actually. It's 160 by 70, I think. So it's beautiful because it's not too large, not too small, and you can really see how well everything is finished.
Well, the craftsmanship is just second to none.
I adore it. Yeah.
I bet you do.
Yeah, it's probably, absolutely the best desk I've been working on in my life, and I really, really like it. And from the same company, we have this beautiful console, which is also in this beautiful veneer and nickel, eucalyptus, the veneer.
Okay.
And it's also made in Italy. This brand is from Padova, so near Venice. And maybe we can take this opportunity to show the view of Venice.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because we are in Chelsea, but we have the Grand Canal from Venice in my showroom.
And we can get that.
Can we?
Yes, we can. Look at that.
Great. So this is one of the designs from Glamora. Glamora is also an Italian company, and it's specialized in doing digitally printed.
It's a digital print, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wallpapers on vinyl.
Any Vista, they'll digitally print it. Yeah?
Well, they have a nice designers collection of designs, but also some patterns and some different. It's not only views; it's actually lots of different designs. So it could go from classic to modern to pop to anything you like.
And this is your hometown?
Yeah. I grew up in Venice.
Oh, beautiful.
And that's why I probably have a passion for everything Venetian. So we represent a lot. I represent a lot of Venetian brands as well, including this.
How many brands have you in your?
About 25 approximately. Some of them
all Italian?
Just a few out of Italy. Just a few. I have some Portuguese brands, some from Holland, some from Spain as well, Belgium. Yeah. I just make sure that they're 100% made in Europe.
Yeah.
Not just designed in Europe. I cannot get anything done elsewhere.
As far as I'm aware, Europe is, in terms of design, we are Mecca.
It is.
When it comes to design, anyway.
It has always been historically, because that's where the nobility has been developed.
Yeah.
In other countries of the world, there wasn't such a class. And nobility and bourgeoisie was the class that was actually needing expensive, beautiful things. And they were made mostly in Italy, somehow also in France. And that's where actually the culture of luxury was developed. So from the beginning, even the kings of England would buy in Italy their silks, their furniture, their everything. So it's historical. You can go back as far as you can, as you want, and you go back and you find
records go.
and you will find that it was imported usually from Italy and France. France were the two places. Italy and France were the two places where actually it's the cradle of luxury.
Far East. What's your opinion on what they're creating out there?
I'm astounded by the amount of labor they can put on things.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry that they don't try to develop their design skills as well, because they could be very good in that.
Yeah.
For some reason, they don't do that. And that's a pity, because if you go to the historical places, in the Far East,
Yeah.
they have some beautiful things, some beautiful architecture,
Yeah.
some beautiful finishes. So they can really do beautiful things, but for some reason they think
Copy.
ours
Yeah.
is better. It probably sells more or something. I don't know. So I don't want to be bitter on this.
No, of course
I
not.
think
no.
it's.
But your opinion is valid. You know?
I hope
Of course
so.
it is.
Well, yeah. In a way, I think I just focused on Europe not to make a war on the East, but to raise a defense wall against mass production.
Yeah.
It's not where, it's
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
it's
I
made.
understand.
So there are some craftsmanships that are getting lost, that they're not done anymore.
Yeah.
And that's really what breaks my heart. So one of my passions, one of my vocation is actually to bring these things to the market, have people appreciate them, understand the story that there's behind, and why they should think that this is better than the other.
Yeah.
If you get into the consumption mode on everything, we're going to kill centuries of history and manufacturing process.
Yeah.
So that's really what defines us as a culture, or as a
English craftsmanship.
yes.
Where does that stand for you?
Upholstery is very good.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Anything related with fabrics, they can lead. Absolutely. I've seen lots of beautiful ironworks as well. But then, to be honest, I need to explore it much more. So, yeah.
This is half the reason why we're producing the show that we are, because we do want to champion English manufacturing and craftsmanship as well. But you cannot walk away from Italian manufacturing. You know, it has to be showcased.
There's always design. Design is there's people that think that the design
thing as well, isn't
exactly.
it?
There's people that think that design is something that there's a competition for.
Yeah.
There's no competition in design.
No, there isn't. No.
If you like something, you like that thing. You don't care about anything else.
Yeah. No. Okay.
So there's space for everybody, because there's always going to be someone who likes that.
Yeah.
You have to do it well, marketing-wise. But again, there's no such a thing as a piece that can be completely substituted if you are following the design vocation.
Yeah.
If you're not following it and you're copying, then you are talking about price competition. You're talking about other, tools for the company. But if you're doing a unique piece and you're the only one doing it, and a client wants that, why would you worry?
Exactly.
So it's
there's one piece, or there's actually two more pieces that I want to talk about.
Yes.
The mirror.
Yes.
Shall we go over there and have a look?
Yes. This is from Coquette.
Coquette.
Yes, this is one of the non-Italian brands I'm carrying here, and it's beautiful. Can we see you?
No.
No?
I did notice me, but I quickly moved on.
So you can see it's a hand-hammered brass for this beautiful sun on a convex mirror. And this is one of the craftsmanship that you can see that is done in Europe. So it's amazing.
It's beautiful.
And you see all the different hammering patterns that cross each other. And it's, let me do this, extremely light. So you can really make it vibrate very easily.
You can make it shimmer. If the light hits that correctly.
A bit, yeah.
The light hits that correctly. It's beautiful. And this next piece next to it?
This is also by Terzani. It's the Manta, and it's from the new collection, 2017. And this is also crystal glass.
Really?
So that means that the glass contains a certain percentage of lead. Okay. And I want you to look at how the wall looks.
Yeah.
All these reflections, how they actually, make it look like a watery.
It does look. I was just going to say
a watery
looks liquid.
Reflection.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's because the quality of the glass is the top. There has been a lot of work to make these flying fish. This is like those fishes that go.
They look like jellyfish.
Yeah.
Jellyfish. Yeah.
that just float into the surface. This is a toy for interior designers. They can do anything they want with this. It's very modular, so you can create different waves in a surface. You can make it go down a stairwell.
Different lengths and whatnot.
Different lengths.
Yeah.
So that's why we are putting them individually. They have 3 different sizes. They cost up to £1,000 for the biggest one individually. So
wow.
Yeah.
So was that £1,000 for one of these?
For one, for the biggest one, and then I think about 500 for the smallest one.
Okay.
So there's 3 sizes, and then depending on the composition that you do, how big it is, you can build a price in a way.
Yeah.
But it's very modular. That's why we really.
Where would you ideally place something like this?
I would think it could be interesting on top of the dining table.
I was just thinking dining table.
Yeah, because it's got a beautiful light, and it's very light itself because it's clear, completely clear, so it doesn't really interrupt the design of the house. But still a very dramatic in a way. It shows a lot of design skills. I really love, I don't know if you can get this detail, but how they did the loop inside the glass to hang it.
Let's get in there. Oh. Yeah, I've got that, yeah.
And that's really something unexpected.
How did they do that?
You should be there when they do it, but that's the amazing thing. And then you have this little LED that just falls into the hole and just illuminates it. So this is closed on the bottom, but it's open on the top.
If people have never been to a lighting manufacturer, they should really go and take a day trip to a lighting manufacturer because it's just genius how they do stuff. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah.
Love that. Is there anything else? Shall we have a look at that one over there as well?
The one on the... Oh yeah, that's got an interesting story. This is called Argent. It's still by Terzani because all the lighting here is Terzani's. Okay. And Argent in French means loose money, pocket money. Okay. And the inspiration for this was someone going in a casino and winning with a slot machine. Right, so all the money flow out. Yeah. He takes it and he just throws it in the sky, happy because he made all this money. Yeah. And they freeze. And that's how you can see them now. They are frozen in the air. And just to make a little joke, the monies are all on top of my desk.
Nothing wrong to have money on top of your desk. Now
let's see if it does bring luck.
Beautiful. And can I ask a price for something like that?
Oh, these are about 700 each, and you're talking about 7 units here.
Ah, there are 7 units, aren't there? Yeah. It's not all one unit.
Yeah. So they're not extremely expensive. You can see I can move one and you can see that.
Okay, it's individual.
Yeah, and it's all metal.
Yeah. Beautiful, again, outstanding. And that one over there as well?
This is, that's the Mizu. This is possibly my best seller.
Okay.
Right now he's in a shape of like a little half of umbrella or something.
Yes, it is, yeah.
But again, they have positioned it in so many different ways, in clusters of 5, 3, 15 or 23 units in the standard version or any other combination. And these are also glass with a big composition, with a big amount of LED inside. And again, they do this beautiful effect on the wall, which looks like a swimming pool illuminated by the sun, which we don't have much here in London, but at least we can imagine it.
Indeed.
And so this, you can see going down the stairwell in units, in groups of 20, 50, or as many, depending on the size of your stairwell. And you can see people, lots of interior designers really love to play with this. And it also comes in gold leaf. So this got, I don't know if you can see through.
Yeah, we've got that.
In the gold leaf or in the silver dust. So there's another finish here.
Okay.
And that's
the light that passes through that just must be amazing.
I can do it for you if you like. I usually do it for them. the client, so why not?
Why not?
Do it stream.
Look at that. Yeah, it's
and
beautiful.
you get the light going
Yeah,
through the dust.
How do they do this?
Well, it's different coats.
Oh,
so
my
you have
days.
to do the core, and then you put the dust around. And then you put another coat of glass and just melt it all together. And
easy if you know how.
Yes, of course. Everything is like boiling hot glass that you're managing with your hands, and so that's my little place. So most of the interior designers come to see me because of that bespoke touch that they get.
Yeah.
Behind all these names and all the ones that I didn't tell you about, there is this big craftsmanship, and it's important to me it was very important to pass the message that when they come here they can actually scratch the surface and get all the particular projects done.
Yeah.
We work with people in Carrara to do particularly beautiful marble pieces. We work with people in Tuscany for the leather. We work in the Northeast for the wood and upholstery.
So you go to all these places to...
I know I already have all this.
This is in your back pocket, as they say.
Yeah, already. Well, in a way, it's been, these years I've been building all these relationships, and so I'm actually putting them back to the market and offering them to all the interior designers that are looking for the right quality for their clients.
In terms of delivery, I'm assuming you deliver internationally.
Yeah.
Okay. Times.
It depends on where you are.
Okay.
Well, let's start with the most complex thing. You're far away and you want something completely bespoke.
Yeah.
In that case, you probably talk about 4 months, 5 months. If you want it completely. Let's split it. Standard 6 weeks for production plus X weeks for delivery. So if you are in Australia, you have to imagine, and if you're ordering a piece that's very, very big and heavy, it's not going to travel by air.
No, of course not.
So you have to be physically able to bring it there.
Yeah.
So that's the hardest thing. The shortest thing, some things are pretty standard, and you can have them delivered in
4
1 or
weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay, 1 or 2 weeks.
So that's the minimum.
Yeah.
It really depends on what you're ordering, and how you want it. If you stay within, very little changes, it can be done in 6 weeks. If it's a piece of furniture, 6 weeks. Lighting is usually more in stock. It's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But if you want like a huge chandelier for the center of a hotel, it might take a few months to have it. And there's a lot of back and forth for the design to be finished and approved by the client. So that's a lot of time. It takes more. And then there's the time of the installation, which so far we have done a little bit. But usually it's a door-to-door delivery.
What's the future for Passerini?
The future is still on the web.
Right. Passerini.com?
It's .com. We will give more space to all of our brands to explain more what they do.
You've got a new showroom, haven't you? Or
we're going to expand here in the design center with the new showroom opening at the end of next year. So they're actually doing some works now, and we'll have a bigger space. In that space, we'll open a space for interior designers to come. They will actually have access to a library of finishes and be able to discuss on the table what they want. So it's going to be their place to work with us, and that's going to be for next year. Another thing that we're planning to do is also going overseas with a new showroom, possibly also in the next year.
Do you know where? Or is
Florida.
That? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So so that's the future, and then e-commerce to reach everybody else, because of course you can be in 2 places physically, but you cannot be everywhere else.
No, of course you can't.
So little by little, just get the word out and have people that are looking for true Italian or European furniture to safely feel that they can come here.
Well, I mean, I've enjoyed today. It's been an absolute eye-opener. I hope you guys have enjoyed it at home or in the office. the quality. I mean, you've really got to be here to feel some of the quality of the furniture and the interiors here. It's absolutely outstanding, off the scale. And I just want to thank you for giving me the time today. You know,
thank you. It's been an honor.
No, it's been a pleasure. You know, sometimes it's very difficult to get across in a magazine or on a website the personality, okay, and the quality of the furniture at the same time. Hence the reason why we're doing these kind of things. But it's been a real pleasure today, and I want to thank you. And
thank you again.
I wish you every success for the future.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
it's been amazing. Great experience. Thank you.